Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Sean Anderson for Ponca City Public Schools, and this is where we sit down with the coaches of Pohai Athletics, and we have the head coach of the Pohai girls and boys swim teams, Coach Heather Harris, is with us. Coach, thank you for being here. My goodness, what a fantastic year so far for the swim teams, and I want to go back, kind of rewind a couple of weeks, back to November 29th, Oolagaw at the Recplex, and boy, you talk about your swim teams really stepping it up. They took care of business in a big way. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, they won pretty nicely. The boys I think won 120 to 70, and the girls were 110 to 70 or 80, somewhere in that. So we did really well. We've got a really solid boys team this year, and we've got a pretty good girls team this year. The boys team is just like, they're just waiting for a state title. That's their whole goal this year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, that is a very realistic goal for our Pohai swimmers. And we got to say, the Yukon Invitational was, we've got to talk about that. That was last Friday. The Yukon Invitational included 20 different swim teams. You knew going into that Invitational in Yukon that there would be some pretty stiff competition, and your teams responded. Tell us about the Yukon Invitational. It went very well.
It did. Our boys was third. We ended up getting a nice big trophy for that. That was exciting. Our boys 200 medley relay, they won the whole meet. Our boys 200 free relay won the whole meet. Kyle King, he won his 100 free, went his best time, posted one of the fastest times in the state of Oklahoma right now. Maddie Shearer on the girls' side, she won both of her events, 50 and the 100 breast.
Wow.
Jesslyn Carpenter, she won both of hers. She 200 IM, 100 free, and Timmy Crank, he also was the 50 free champion of the whole meet. The girls had some third and second place finishes in the relays. Girls finished fourth overall. We barely got missed to third place for a trophy, but it was a very successful meet. I was very proud of them.
Oh, that's incredible. Yeah. That's amazing. Well, Pohai Swim certainly having a very successful season, and this week they have a chance to get back in the Recplex pool for a couple of big meets. Now we're taping this on Tuesday, and there is a Tuesday evening meet with Putnam City and Bethany coming into the Recplex to take on our Pohai Wildcat and Lady Cat swimmers. And then on Thursday, Enid, Tulsa, Bishop Kelly coming, a couple of teams coming in to compete with our swim teams. And Coach, is there such thing as a home water advantage?
I think so. I mean, we train in that pool every single day, so,
yeah.
We know how to take off on the blocks. Not all the blocks are the same, and I mean, everything like dimension-wise and length-wise is the same at any other pool, but yeah, of course, I mean, we swim in it every day.
Yeah. Putnam City Original and Bethany tonight, Tuesday night. What can you tell us about those teams? What do you know?
I mean, I know that they're in our conference. They have kids that are coming, but I mean, I think that we're going to get the job done pretty nicely. So
right,
yeah.
How nice is it for you as a head coach to watch these teams evolve into pretty competent teams for good reason? I mean, they put in the work, and you got to feel great when you go out there and you watch them set records and win events.
Right. I knew I've taught these kids for the most part since they started swimming back when they started club swimming, and I knew I had a really special group when these juniors and sophomores were club swimmers in middle school. I said, a couple years they're going to be one of the best swimmers in the state of Oklahoma.
Wow.
And so every year we just get better and better and better, and they understand, like, we're here to work, and we're here to work hard. So
and they do.
They do.
Thursday, you get a chance to show up at the Recplex and support our Wildcat swimmers, and you can certainly do that. They would love that. Enid and Tulsa Bishop Kelly coming in. How does that work when you have three teams and you just have swimmers from each team competing in each event at the same time? How does it work?
Yeah, it's just a tri-duel, so like a three team duel. I think two places from each team get to score, so it makes it a little bit more competitive than just like one team versus another team.
Okay.
It's a little bit harder to score, but
yeah.
That's about the difference.
How does it work for spectators? There's not a lot of room in the Recplex, obviously, but the great thing about that is when you get a crowd in there, boy, the volume is pretty big.
Yes. I mean, we have a lot of bleachers set up, but you can also stand on the other side of the pool deck, and sometimes you get, super splashed by the flip turns, but, that's kind of the fun part of it. But,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, the kids love to have the pool packed. I mean, it just makes them swim that much harder, so.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we want you to get out there and support our Wildcat Lady Cat swimmers. Let me tell you, the swim teams, they are something special, and they always are. And Coach Heather Harris is coaching them. And shout out to the other folks that help out with the swim team.
Yeah, absolutely. Our booster club, they help me tremendously. And then also I have, Derek Taylor. I don't know if I've ever talked about him, but he's new this year. Coach Arnold, he took over the head soccer position, but he's still helping us in the weight room. So both of them, I couldn't do what I do without them too. Yeah.
Very good. Well, after the meet in the swim with Enid and Tulsa Bishop Kelly on Thursday, then it's going to be winter break time, and your next chance after this Thursday to support your Wildcat swimmers will be in January. We encourage you to go to pcps.us. You can see the event schedule, and you can look forward to supporting our Wildcat swimmers. Coach Harris, during the winter break, are they getting laps in? Or are they just kind of just taking it easy?
No.
Is January 1 going to come around and you're going to be like, what's going on? What happened? Do they train?
That's the hardest part of their season.
Yeah.
So they're not my biggest fan during that break.
But,
but they know what their end goal is, and they know what they need to do in the water. And we know we do 2 days, and they love me during that time.
I bet. They're like, come on, it's break time.
Right.
Very good. Coach Harris, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That is going to do it for this edition of Coach's Corner with Coach Heather Harris, the Pohai swim teams. And again, we encourage you to go to pcps.us and look at that schedule and make plans to get to the Recplex again. Your next opportunity, Thursday night. This Thursday night, that would be the 15th. That'll be Enid and Tulsa Bishop Kelly inside the Recplex. And then it'll be January before you get a chance to support our Wildcat swimmers. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, Wildcats, remember, hold that line.